You can see there, of course, this is linked, and then say verify by ID, and then upload a copy of your identity card, and then so I insert my ID, ID, and then I proceed. But this is the trouble workers, of course, the people who are seeking card issued, the weaknesses from people looking for trouble, of course. I said, yeah, it looked like you have submitted your ID for review, but already we are still investigating your case, which is the case of the lockdown, of course, with that security officer. And then we will get back to you shortly. So there because we have the case there with the security departments, and then we try to show you guys the case, and then on those cases, of course, the security was tight on the door. So those guys that are tight on the doors, and then I have the police also called here to my building, to my units, and then of course the police, of course, they are following up. If you look here, that is the guy, the securities. That is the case we have there with the securities. We try to show you guys these videos here, and then that's the securities, the case we have, and then this is me there opening the case, which I just talk about today. And then you can see there the security is there, and then the woman there seated, this woman there is identified holding my driver's license, and then they are the one fooling me. So if you watch the video, information can tell you, because those guys, they take my driver's allowance in addition in the year 2010, and then when I was attending CGA sections, and then CGA meeting, then they took away my driver's allowance, and then there are 8 police officers. We talk of that order, with you guys, and then of course there the driver's allowance is different. When we mean that driver's allowance, we mean this kind of driver's allowance. This is a driver's allowance, right? So a driver's allowance look normally like that. There, that is a driver's allowance, and then the number is there also, and then that is Ontario driver's allowance, right? So the ID is that one there, which I just did. Those are all my IDs. Okay, so we scan also these orders with you guys. We show you guys exactly what is happening. So this driver's license, the guy is holding there, the police officer is holding this driver's license. That is the addition now, because the section I went for, I cannot finish. Even whatever I finished, the driver's license wasn't back with me since 2011. So those guys, they took it off me, but I have the picture of my driver's license. I have other IDs there. Health card is working, permanent resident card is also working, and then those services, they are there, but in regards, and then I don't know is this one these orders which the guy said they try to hijack, because these orders they refuse. They said they're investigating, yeah, because that woman there, the security was blocking me off, and then say let me go, chasing me like a dog, and is different because he's working, put there a logo of the Ontario driver's license office. So because maybe they are the one holding my driver's license, because since the day I moved to this unit here, I did this one, the change of this one, the address on the driver's license. That is a change of address, because the driver's license was issued on Waine. That is 345 Waine Street. Street, and then that was on between those buildings there. You can see between the court, London courtroom, the other building there, that building there. If you look there, is little bit far away and across the river, I mean the Thames River, and then you have to go a little bit by bus. Is by the University of Western Ontario, so it's a little bit far away from here. So that is where the area the driver's license was issued. When I moved here, the guy here refused to issue the driver's license, and went and grab away my renewal driver's license, which they already punched, so that they will mail it the original to me. They grab it off my hands, but I have the photocopy. That's why you can see there I did the photocopy scan, and then for sure. So that is there, of course, me, Waine Hassan, as Ziziton, we did this scan and review. But that is the employment. If the LinkedIn, which the block is my employment area, of course, that is employment. Also is like Facebook's, and most people know that is like different the Twitter, and then everybody know. But on whatever the investigating, I don't care. I will get back my things back to normal. If I cannot get it back, and then I'll get another alternatives as the case matters goes. And then I really have no idea what they are really looking for. But those are troublemakers, of course.